Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure check completed. 5 past 10 inserted.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. We're out here at Leeds Airport. It's a little busy tonight. A couple easy jets just heading off there, heading over to Amsterdam. But we are here and ready to make our Friday flight down to Palma de Mallorca. And looks like flying along we have Nick and Dark Fury tonight, so should be pretty good. A couple admin points before we get started. For those of you who watched as the ground crew in Corfu pushed the jet off into the grass and then abandoned us there with the bypass pin still inserted, I have deactivated GSX Pro for now until I figure out what happened and what went wrong and how we were left stuck there. Couldn't even call for a tow to rehook up. Hey, Beluga. Oh, where are you flying tomorrow? It kept telling me I was too far away and pushback services were not available where I was. So that was a bit of frustration. And then the radio issue, Kevin reminded me to check something in the settings, and it seems like the sim decided that I needed their assistance for setting my radios and turned that back on me. So that's now sorted out and working properly. Final point, the DC-6 flight, the last leg of our Around the World Pan Am DC-6 adventure, will be happening tomorrow, starting at 1300 Zulu. We will be in San Francisco, and we are flying all the way to Chicago. Routing information is already posted on the Discord. So with all that said, let's hop on board and start getting our Fly2 737-800 up and running. Alright, she is very cold and dark today. So we'll get the lights on, our flashlight on down here to the parking brake. That is all good. We'll tell them that we are ready for them to hook up the ground power, and we'll come up to the overhead. So we're going to turn the main batteries on, and we're going to confirm that the standby power is already set to auto. We'll come over here to the emergency lights, arm them, and cover them. Ground power is now available, and there we go. We are hooked up and under power. We'll turn on the overheads as we continue getting set up, and we can turn that flashlight off now. Alright, so back up top we go. Position lights will come to steady. While we're up here, we'll turn up our panel lights. IRSs will start aligning. So IRSs are aligning. Passenger signs will go on. Electric hydraulic pumps coming on both left and right. Yaw damper coming on. Window heat left and right coming online. Left, aft. Fuel pump coming on. Oh, sounds fun. Have a great time while you're there. And fuel pump is up, so we will now start the APU. APU is starting, and we're going to watch for our increase. While we're doing that, we'll slip down here, and let's get our lights up down here as well. We'll get Roger's side. He's out doing the walk around, leaving us to do all the work inside the cockpit, and we'll get the bottom one up as well. Alright, temperatures are coming up on the APU. Waiting for the drop. We have a full flight today. So it should be a good flight as we head down. We're going to have ATC over the UK. And at the moment we have ATC up down at over the Mediterranean. APU generators are now online. APU bleed coming on, packs to auto, and isolation valve is open. Alright, cabin crew, you may commence boarding. Alright, so let's hop down to the system here. We'll get our FMC, we'll get ourselves aligned, so we're going to hop over, grab our left GPS, throw it in. That is now set, and we can bring in a route. We're going to request our flight plan, and as you can see here, we are flying from EGNM, which is Leeds, to LEPA, which is Palma. This is correct. We'll select that route. And we'll get them to send it to us. Alright, we'll load it in. Takes a second. There we go. And we will activate and execute our route. So our flight number today is UKV 2465. And we will enter that. That is all good. So we'll come over to our route page. Everything is in and looking good, so we can go to our departure arrival. So we are departing off of runway 14, and I currently have no SID lined up for our departure. Let's straight out to our first waypoint, which is Nelsa. For our arrival in Palma, I am expecting the ILS Zulu runway 06 left, as the winds down there are currently at 170, 3 knots. Let's see, do they have an ATIS up and running? They should. No, they don't. Let's see if I can see what runway they're using. And there's no aircraft around there at the moment to tell me. So we're just going to plan as we have it here. 06 left, it's the ILS Zulu. And I have us going in on the Lore 1 Romeo arrival. Lore, we come down, and we're going to be going through ADX for our transition. There's no ATIS up down there at the moment, and the winds are kind of let's see. The winds have shifted. Yeah, the winds were 210. They're now 170. I think they're going to keep backing the other way. So ADX is in, and that is our route all set up. Quick check for any discos.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight.
Looks all good.
When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in the front row, please
so quickly,
place all of your items
just
in the
before we
bin.
contact and
If you
get
have
our
any trouble
clearance,
finding a location for your
I'm
carry-on
going
items,
into
please let the
fuel,
flight attendant know
and we're
and
going
we'll
to
be happy to assist you.
enter in what our
The
numbers
overhead
are.
bin is
So our
full
fuel
after
for
you put the
today's
carry-on
flight
inside of it. Please close the bin as a courtesy to other passengers.
is
Once all your items are put away,
10,137
please clear the aisle and sit
kilograms.
down in your seat to allow other passengers to find their seats as well. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please
There
leave
we
the
go.
exit seating responsibilities in the safety card in the seat back in front of you.
And we'll get our
Please make
payload.
sure you are willing and able to perform the actions required. If you are not able or prefer
So
not
we
to
want a
perform these actions, please let a flight attendant know.
69,925 gross weight.
Feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process, but we do ask
So
that
if I
laptops,
go
tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are
184.
stowed once we depart from the
Okay, so that's
Thank
not
you,
bad.
and welcome aboard.
68.3, and I want 69.9, so that means I can put 1.6. So if we go 600 kilograms in the forward and 900 kilograms in the aft, 69.8. We'll make that an even 1,000. There's my 69.9 for my weight. So we're full passengers, and we're pretty well loaded, and PAX is loading quickly because I had it set from the last time to a quick load, and I didn't have it. Leeds isn't answering? Looks like North might have come online. Well, maybe not. VATSPY is showing that we may have North up. I just reloaded on SimAware. Oh, Manchester TMA, yeah. And they're on 133800. Well, let me know, Dark, which one, if you manage to get through to somebody. Okay, so that's set up, and we have the fuel and payload set in. They are still loading. So altimeters, current weather, I'll put it into the chat. And light rain at the moment. Winds are 130 at 6 knots, 10 kilometers visibility. Light rain and mist, scattered at 300, broken at 800. That's not quite that bad. 13 degrees, QNH 0997. So we'll get that dialed in. 0997 is set and cross-checked. Transponder, we'll see what they give us. I'm going to set 2000 at the moment. And just before we contact, let's do our tests. So, Mach speed warnings, 1 and 2. Stall warnings and the stick shakers. That's good on both sides. In-op test. That's good.
We are ready to go when you are.
Well, looks like we're loaded.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen,
Fire
and
test.
welcome aboard Flight 2465 with service to
That's
Palma
all
de
good.
Mallorca. Our flight
And
time will
system
be roughly 2 hours and 33 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are not shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
So there's 134575. That's says he's still up. What is our current ATIS? Current ATIS is Foxtrot. Leeds departure Skyways 2465 with Foxtrot Gate 7, Boeing 738, looking for our clearance down to Palma. Not hearing anything. Leeds departure Skyways 2465, radio check.
Negative, 5 by 5.
Roger, thank you. I'm going to try... Well, London North has come online now too, so maybe them.
I was thinking of doing what the other two did and take off and then see who does contact me.
I'm going to send a message to Manchester. See if he's going to do the clearance. Anyway, we're fully loaded, boarded, and fueled. Okay, Manchester will do it. Alright, so let's switch over to Manchester. 113. It's the other way. Numbers go up. 800. Manchester Terminal, Skyways 2465 at Leeds, Gate 7 with information for Foxtrot, looking for clearance down to Palma.
Skyways 2465, London, correction, Scottish Control, hello, you're cleared to Palma, Pole Hill to X-ray departure, Squawk 7502.
Roger, squawking 7502, and it will be the Pole to X departure for Skyways 2465.
Skyways 2465, that's correct.
Alright, so we do have a departure now. We'll go put that in. Let's
Shuttle 12 Quebec, leave excess heading 030 degrees.
take a look. It is going to be runway 14.
Heading 030 degrees, Shuttle 12 Quebec.
So we will come back to our departure. We're going to stick with 14 and it'll be the pull to X. And that is good, so we will execute that. Come up and take a look at our plan now, see if that has changed anything. It has. I'm sure we're not going to be going up to Nelsa, so what we will do is go to our legs, and after pull, yeah, we'll just turn direct to MCT, so that will go in there and execute. That's much better. Yeah, we're going to take off around to pull, and then down, and we're going to head straight down over France and Spain, and then when we get down to, there's our entry into the approach, and we'll be basically doing a left turn box circuit around and
Shuttle
in
12 Quebec, descend flight level 80. Descend flight level 80, Shuttle 12 Quebec.
Alright, so we are all set there. We can get you over to ground services and we can carry on with the rest of our setup. So we're going to have to bring up our flight plan here.
875 at Leeds, requesting push to start, please. Connect 875, thanks. Push to start is approved. UNH Leeds 997 hectopascals.
So for our gross weight, we are going to be looking at
9897 hectopascals, 875.
69.9.
Scottish, good evening, Tomjet 464. We're at Leeds Bradford, stand 3 requesting clearance to Palma.
Subject
planned
464,
fuel
Scottish Control, good
is
evening. You are cleared to Palma.
10.1.
On the Pole Hill to X-ray
Cost
departure,
index will
squawk
be
3426.
Flight level for today, 350.
Palma on Pole Hill to X-ray departure, squawking 3426, subject 464.
Cruise
Subject
winds
464,
of
that's correct.
235 at 59 degrees. Is Nick getting his clearance? And sounds like Dark is pushing. So that is good. Do we... Yeah, we can leave that the way it is. Using reserve fuel. We shouldn't be using reserve fuel.
Scottish Control, good evening, KLM 40 Romeo, descending now down to 290.
That's because I
KLM 40
put
Romeo,
it in the
Scottish
wrong
Control,
spot.
hello. Descend flight level 180 and expect
better.
straight and approach for Manchester runway
We'll go over to our
25
N1 limits, and I'm going to go pull up our calculator.
Down to 180 and expecting straight and approach for runway 23 right, KLM 40 Romeo.
So we are flying the 800. We'll put in our RKO, EGNM. I know you can't see this. Unfortunately, we'll bring in the weather data and put in our weight and calculate. I do have video coming. I don't think it's out yet. That's going to show the calculator and how it works. So cell temp is going to be clear. They want us to do a TO2 rate, so we'll put that in, and everything else will stay the same.
And subject 464, requesting push and start.
It's going to be flaps
Subject
5.
464, thanks, push and start approved.
Center of gravity
is
is set, and we'll come back up for the winds.
Shot approved,
On the
QNX
runway are
997 hectopascals, subject 464.
At
Shuttle 1 to Quebec, descent to altitude 5,000 feet, your Castle QNH 997
6,
hectopascals.
that's set.
5,000 on 997, Shuttle 1 to Quebec.
Distance remaining once we get going down the runway should be 1,700 feet, and we have our speeds. So V1 of 142, VR 145, and a V2 of 150, and that information, will clear that, is now in the window. So takeoff data is all set. Altitudes and pressurizations. We can come back up. 35,000 going into our cruise altitude. And airport elevation at Palma is going to be... let's get up the airport chart. 27 feet. So it's going to be, we'll make it 0. We'll leave it at 0. That's fine. Should all work out. Alright, so he didn't give us an initial altitude, so we're just going to go to, we'll call it 10,000, yeah. For our initial runway heading out of...
Shuttle 1 to Quebec, 4 descent planning 30 miles to touchdown.
138.
Shuttle 1 to Quebec.
Right, KLM 40 Romeo, redirect goals.
Direct goals, KLM
And our
40
V2
Romeo.
speed is 150, so add 20, so 170 for our initial. Alright, so we are set up on the MCP. Flight directors are now coming on. And radios are set. The next frequency we should get is London Center. So we'll tune that in, 127.1. I hope I wrote down the squawk code
Shuttle 1
correctly.
to Quebec, descent to altitude 3,500 feet.
Descend altitude 3,500 feet, Shuttle 1 to Quebec.
7502, I believe, is what he said. So we'll set 7502 is set. Radios are set, so the door is closed. Chocks removed. And you go over to legs page. Ground power is disconnected. I hope. Yep, ground power is disconnected. Stairs are departing. Okay, so that's all good. And chocks are removed. Take a quick look outside. Nick is sitting right behind us, so we're gonna have to wait for him. I think that's Nick. Alright, so before we add our push, we're going to go traffic, data, terrain, and over on Roger's side, center, we're going to give him 40 and traffic. So he's now set up. We're going to go to 10.
Shanix 875 ready for taxi.
Oh no.
Shanix 875, thanks. Via Bravo, enter runway 14 and vacate right Echo 2, taxi 1 point Echo 1.
Can you repeat them instructions for us again at Shanix 875?
Shuttle 1 to Quebec, turn left, heading 340 degrees, descend to altitude 2,000 feet.
Alright, so he's having us use the little echo loop at the top of the runway. That's all good.
Shuttle 1 to Quebec, turn left, heading 340 degrees, descend to altitude 2,000 feet.
Left 34 down to 2,000, Shuttle 1 to Quebec.
Shanix 874,
Oh, thanks, J-Hog. Yeah, it is a lot of work.
Point Bravo, via Bravo, enter runway 14, backtrack, vacating at Echo 2. And
that's where your skills on checklists really play into it here.
Taxi to holding point Echo 1, Shanix 875.
Alright, so
Shanix 875 confirmed via Bravo, entering runway 14.
Our marker. Way too
I
far.
don't see Bravo on our sheet, Shanix 875.
Shuttle 1 to Quebec, turn left, heading 280 degrees, cleared Alice approach
So
runway
we're going
25.
to push back here.
Left 280, clear Alice approach runway 25, Shuttle 1 to Quebec.
I'm not sure I'm seeing Bravo on mine either.
Good evening, Easy 252 Golf with you at 12,000 on Istanbul Romeo departure.
Easy 252 Golf, Scottish Control, hello, climb now, flight level 190.
I'm 190, Easy 252 Golf.
I think, Dirk, it looks like Bravo's your first
Connect,
left.
875, it's the first left, and then basically from that left, take a right up runway 14.
First left, right, up runway 14, Shanix 875.
Yeah, that was a little awkward. Oh, am I facing the right way? Yeah, I am. Okay. I think we are all ready to push. We can check everything is closed and locked up. So we'll give the
cockpit to
call.
ground. Go ahead, flight deck. We will be ready shortly. Roger.
I'm just waiting for Dark to move.
Shuttle 1 to Quebec, contact Newcastle Tower 119.7. Bye-bye.
119.7 for Tower, Shuttle 1 to Quebec.
Caleb 40 Romeo, descend flight level 110, turn left, heading 270 degrees, vectoring 4 knots approach, runway 23 right.
Nick, did you push?
Down to 110, could you say vectors again, please? KLM 40 Romeo.
KLM 40 Romeo, left, heading 270 degrees.
Left heading 270 degrees and expecting vectors for 23 right, KLM 40 Romeo.
Manchester Terminal, Skyways 2465, ready for push and start.
Skyways 2465, push and start approved to QNH 997 hectopascal.
Roger, push and start approved and 997 for the QNH, Skyways 2465. Alright, we are good to start.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead, flight deck. We are ready for pushback and engine start. Roger. Release the parking brakes, please.
Brakes released.
Easy 252 Golf, contact London Control 127.1.
Okay, going up top. Fuel pumps
127-4, good evening.
coming on. Packs are off. Oh, you're having problems with pushback? I was wondering if you were still sitting there. Ignition mode selector set to both.
You're cleared behind you. Start your engines at your discretion.
Thank you very much. We're going to be starting the left engine first.
When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened.
Start
low
valve
and tight across
is
your
open.
lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one
KLM 40 Romeo, turn left heading 260 degrees.
To release your seatbelt, lift the upper...
Left heading 260, KLM 40 Romeo.
Seatbelt light is not on.
And there's 2.0, adding fuel.
Turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit.
It's this side.
In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards
Short
the
push.
exit. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. Start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you.
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes are set.
Parking brakes set. Roger. Okay, the tow bar is disconnected and the equipment is clear.
Thanks, and you can disconnect and go to hand signals.
Thanks. Have a good flight. See you later.
Now's the time to pick your favorite one.
Alright, start valve is closed. Starting the right engine.
On until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests.
We'll jump out. Listen to this one. I love the sounds.
Detectors located in the lavatory.
And there's starter cutout.
All of this information and more
Good start on engine number 1.
Back in front of you.
So back up to the overheads. Generators coming on. Generator 1, generator 2. We're going to put our meter over to generator 1. Engine start switches are going to continuous. Engine 1, engine 2. Probe heat left and right coming on. NTAs not required. Engine bleeds 1 and 2 coming on. Packs to auto left and right. Recirc fans left and right to auto. Isolation valve to auto. APU bleed air is off. APU is off. Flaps. Oops. Sorry about that. Flaps, they want flaps 5. So we're going to select flaps 5. Flaps 5 selected and in transit. Elevator trim is 6.32, so 6 1/3. I do notice on the freighter conversion that the trim movement is a lot less. I'm going to have to ask about that. So there's about 6 1/3 there. We can do flight control. So over to the systems page. Full left, full right, neutral, full forward, full back, neutral, full left rudder, full right rudder, neutral. Engines check. Engines are all looking good, and we'll bring the information up onto our main screen. Oh. Let's get the fuel pumps on for the center tanks. There we go. Fuel pumps are on. So we do have a SID, so we can go LNAV, VNAV, level change, and heading select. Our all armed. Auto throttle is now armed. Warning recall is clear. And we are good for taxi. So lights coming on. Oh, a little bit of rain starting to happen. And we are going to now kill the dome light. I am going to add a touch of panel lighting just to give us that hint. Same with down here. There we go. And we are good for taxi. I don't know if Dark is still on the ground. No, he's up. Okay. Manchester Terminal, Skyways 2465, ready for taxi. my radio's changed. I don't like that. Manchester Terminal, Skyways 2465, ready for taxi.
Skyways 2465, Scottish Control, thanks. Taxi on Point Bravo, via Bravo, enter backtrack runway 14, vacate at Echo 2, and taxi on the point Echo 1.
Alright, Roger Bravo, enter 14, backtrack, exit Echo 2, and hold short Echo 1, Skyways 2465. I don't know what's going on with the radios here and why that just changed again, although it's not, it's holding. How you doing, Nick? You're still sitting there.
Challex 875, climb flight level 280 and route direct Mike Charlie Tango.
Can you confirm the flight level for us again, Challex 875?
Challex 875, flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, direct Mike Charlie Tango, Challex 875.
Alright, so let's we're gonna come down here, we're gonna make the left hand turn, then we're gonna make a right hand turn, and then we're gonna make a right hand turn onto the runway, backtrack up to Echo, and get off and do the loop around to get ourselves positioned for our start. I am gonna turn on my transponder.
Note, the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there's a leading light on the panel above you.
Challex 875, route direct Staffer.
Yeah.
Route direct Staffer, 8, Challex 875.
I did the uninstall, not the uninstall, the unlink for Pushback Express, just so it wouldn't be sitting in the sim.
Skyways 2465, disregard.
Okay, I'll disregard. I don't think you gave me anything, but I'm disregarding. So here's the runway. So we're going to make the right turn. Head up to the end. What about using the aircraft pushback? Ooh, a little bit of a hill there at the end.
KLM 40 Romeo, establish 23 right.
KLM 40 Romeo, thanks. Contact Manchester Tower 118.575. Got a correction, 118.625. Goodbye.
I wonder if we're
118.625, thank you very much for the service. KLM 40 Romeo.
Thanks for flying. Good night.
There's sort of Leeds as we're leaving. Stay on the center. I guess technically I should have all these lights on and going since we're on the runway.
Challex 258 Whiskey on the Gurley 3X-ray departure out of Newcastle.
Thanks, 258 to Whiskey, Scottish Control, hello. Report your level.
Passing flight level 70.
Challex 258 Whiskey, many thanks. Climb now, flight level 100.
Alright, here is Echo.
Climb to flight level 100, Challex 258 Whiskey.
Ooh, a little bit of a mist out there. I can kind of see it in the lights now. There's some rain.
Subject 464, just confirm that you are pushing shortly.
We're having trouble with our pushback at the moment, so we're going nowhere. Subject 464.
Subject 464, roger. The push still applies. Just let me know if you have any further issues.
No problem, thanks for the patience.
Okay, parking brake is
Sky
set.
2465 via Echo 1 runway 14 clear for takeoff. Surface wind 140 degrees 6 knots.
Clear for takeoff, runway 14, Skyways 2465.
Chinese
So
258
position lights
whiskey
are
climb
on,
level
taxi
150.
light is off,
Going
runway
to
takeoff
level
lights
150,
are on,
Chinese
transponder
258 whiskey.
is confirmed
Chinese
on,
875
traffic
contact
is
London
set, clocks
127,
will move
decimal
out
1. Goodbye.
and take position.
Over to London 127.1. Thank you for your patience and service today, Shannon 875.
Come on. Looks like we've got a bit of a contaminated runway now.
Scottish Road, good afternoon, 212 Golf, climbing 7,000 feet, go direct for departure, runway 25.
Shuttle 12 Golf, Scottish Control, hello, climb now, flight level 100.
Climb now, flight level 100, Shuttle 12 Golf.
Get ourselves lined up. Yeah, looks like we got a little bit of a downhill run here to start.
Thanks, 258 whiskey, route direct to Gasco.
Route direct to Gasco.
All right. Through your set, brakes are set, engines coming up to 40%. Clock is running. Chime for the cabin. And we are good. Brakes released. We're lined up and takeoff power.
Airspeed's alive.
Check.
Knots.
Check. Talk about using the whole runway.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up.
Shuttle 12 Golf, climb flight level 210.
Climb now, 210, Shuttle 12 Golf.
Command A on. So positive rate, gear up, autopilot is engaged, auto brakes are off, gear lever is off, engine start switches to off, runway turn off lights are off. Get that taxi light off as well. Main a turn.
Chinese 258 whiskey, flight heading 180 degrees. Expect vectoring for analysis approach runway 14 at Leeds.
180 degrees, and we will be obviously expecting the vectors for ILS 14.
Skyways 2465, report your passing altitude.
Average passing 3,600 for flight level 100.
Skyways 2465, many thanks. Climb now, flight level 280.
Flight level 280, Skyways 2465.
And Skyways 2465, route direct Listo.
Direct Listo, Skyways 2465. 2800.
Chinix 258 whiskey, when you're ready, descend flight level 130.
And
Descend flight level 130, Chinix 258
we are
whiskey.
going direct to Listo. Nice cut.
Chinix 258 whiskey, and for you descent
There.
planning, expect around 6-8 miles to touchdown.
Say again for Chinix 258 whiskey.
Chinix 258 whiskey, 4 descent planning, expect 6-8 miles to touchdown.
6-8 miles to touchdown, Chinix
Let's get
258
VNAV
whiskey.
speed going.
Shuttle 12 Golf, route direct Ribble.
Route direct Rebel, Shuttle 12 Golf.
And Tom Jet 464 is finally ready for taxi.
Subject 464, many thanks. Taxi holding point Alpha
Standard
1 via
pressure.
Alpha 1 enter backtrack runway 14, vacating at
Flaps
Echo
1.
2 and taxi holding point Echo 1.
Flaps
Alpha
1
1,
set and
backtrack,
moving.
and Echo 2, Echo, and hold Echo 1, subject 464.
And flaps up. Flaps up moving. Speed checked. Accelerating to 230 knots. No, he's moving now. I don't know why I would say there's no descent path. Everything's linked. Next frequency is, or was set. It should be 117-100. That is Scottish Center Control. There we go. Or 127-100. And, oh, looks like a little bit of light through the clouds there. I think that's Manchester. There's
258 Whiskey, fly heading
10,000 feet.
175.
Landing lights coming off.
Heading 175, Chenix 258 Whiskey.
Seatbelt signs can come off. We'll put on the overhead lights. I'm going to go up to 160 miles.
Shuttle 12 Golf, contact London Control 133.7. Goodbye.
Contact London Control 133.7, goodbye, Shuttle 12 Golf.
This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated and do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatory.
Alright, we're heading down towards Birmingham at the moment. Kind of pointing in that direction. LNAV, VNAV speed. And we're in climb mode. So dark is just about at Birmingham now.
Chenix 258 Whiskey. What was the level was cleared? Was it 130?
Chenix 258 Whiskey A7, flight for 130. Expect further descent around about 10 miles, and then we'll be looping you around back to the north for runway 14.
Alright, yeah, that makes sense, thank you.
Chenix 258 Whiskey, that's just to keep you inside controlled airspace. So we could have done the sort of usual and dropped you out and vectored you in, but just thought I'd keep you in this time.
Yeah, that's fine, no worries.
So I got a
Subject 464 after departure runway 14, climb
Traffic
straight ahead
ahead.
to flight level 70.
got a little bit of we got a movie,
Oh,
of course.
Climb straight ahead to flight level 70, subject 464.
It is
464 runway 14 clear for takeoff. Surface wind Leeds
Halloween month.
140
So
degrees.
we are got a little bit of a
Just take off runway 14.
October-y, Halloween-y scary movie lined up.
Hello, subject, correction, Skyway 2136 with you 5,000 feet.
Skyway 2136, Scottish Control, hello. Route direct Mammal, climb now, flight level 280.
And
Direct Mammal and 280.
once we get across the channel, we'll be able to settle into the back.
Chenix 258 Whiskey, descend, flight
What I
level
should
70.
try, quickly,
Descend to flight level 70, Chenix 258 Whiskey.
is this working? It was working on Wednesday.
Chenix 2465, contact London 127.1. Goodbye. Correction, Skyway 2465, contact London Control 127.1. Goodbye.
1271 for Skyways 2465. Thanks very much. Have a good night.
36, thanks, bye.
The Skyways 2136, that's not for you. Remain on this.
Alright, and south is 129425.
2905 uniform, when ready, descend flight level 250.
When ready, flight level 250, 2905 uniform.
So, sorry, London Control 2972 with you, passing 4,000.
The same guy doing all these? Wow.
2972, hello, climb now, flight level 150.
150,
Shuttle 9 Hotel, descend flight level 200.
Flight level 200, Shuttle 9 Hotel.
Zap 22 Mike, climb now, flight level 110, report your passing level.
4,300, climb airport level 110, Zap 22 Mike.
Janex 875, contact London 129.425.
Oh, it's London 129.425, thank you.
Lufthansa 548, when ready, descend flight level 140, level by Hampton.
Level Hampton 1401, ready, Lufthansa 548.
Seabird 972,
Hey,
route
go.
direct Mava.
A word in.
Zap 22 Mike, fly heading 175.
Fly heading 175, Zap 22 Mike.
Ryanair 272, when ready, descend flight level 200.
When ready, descend flight level 200, Ryanair 272.
London Control Skyways 2465, flight level 213 for 280.
Skyways 2465, hello, fly heading 180 degrees and report your requested level.
Roger, heading 180 degrees and requesting 350.
Thank you.
London Easy 214, direct Bulam.
240, direct Abnad.
Virgin 8566, hello, it's a Tebra 2 Golf arrival for Gatwick, your speed 250 knots.
It's a little bit busy.
Tebra 2 Golf, speed 250.
Gonna try to keep us clear.
Easy 214, hello, it's a Tebra 2 Golf arrival for Gatwick.
Tebra 2 Golf arrival for Gatwick, Easy 214.
It is fairly busy down in
Easy
the London area.
301 London. Zap 22 Mike, climb flight level 130.
Climb level 130, Zap 22 Mike.
Weather's not too bad though, you can see the ground.
Ryanair 272, fly heading 105.
Just some broken and scattered clouds.
Heading 105, Ryanair 272.
Shuttle 9 Hotel, fly heading 145.
145 to heading, Shuttle 9 Hotel.
Zap 22 Mike, turn right heading 185.
Heading 185, Zap 22 Mike.
Skyways 2465, climb flight level 350.
Flight level 350, Skyways 2465.
Easy 3 Papa Yankee, resume nav direct Redford.
Resume and after left, easy 3 Papa Yankee.
Easy 301, hello, Tebra 2 Golf, arrival for Gatwick, speed 280 knots. Easy 301, it's a Tebra 2 Golf, arrival for Gatwick. Easy 3 Papa Yankee, when ready, descend flight level 230.
When ready, descend 230, easy 3 Papa Yankee.
Zap 22 Mike, climb flight level 190.
Climb flight 190, Zap 22 Mike.
Speedbird 972, what's your requested level?
370, Speedbird 972.
Speedbird 972, roger, climb flight level 240.
240, Speedbird 972.
London Control, good after, good evening sir, Air France 22 Romeo Juliet passing 4000 to 6, Corley to Yankee departure. Air France 22 Romeo Juliet, London, hello, climb now, flight level 130. Flight level 130, Air France 22 Romeo Juliet, thank you. Easy 45 Zulu Hotel, descend flight level 270.
This is why I love that.
270, 45 Zulu Hotel.
Adds so much.
Skyways 2465, resume on navigation, direct Charlie Papa Tango.
Resume on navigation, direct Charlie Papa Tango, Skyways 2465.
Easy 214, descend now, flight level 220.
Flight level 220, easy 214.
Eurowing 71 kilo, nothing further now, monitor Unicom, have a good flight.
Have a nice night, how are you, Eurowing 71
You see that little collection of aircraft there? We're kind of
Then control, good evening,
coming around.
35 Bravo with you, heading 045, and altitude flight level 130.
I believe that's
Nordic 35
Birmingham
Bravo,
down
hello,
there.
climb flight level 160.
160, 35 Bravo.
Zap 22 Mike, expect Compton 1 Sierra for Bournemouth.
A little busy there.
1 Sierra for Bournemouth, Zap 22 Mike.
France 22 Romeo Juliet, fly heading 150 degrees,
should be
climb flight level
kicked over to
150.
London Centre
Flight
South in
level
a second.
150, fly heading 150, Air France to Logitech. Wizz Air 1 Kilo Kilo, nothing further now, monitor
29.
Unicom, have a good flight.
425.
Monitor Unicom 122, that's mine, goodbye. Was there 1 kilo, have a good night, bye-bye.
Nordic 3520, contact London on 129.425.
129.425, that's 3520.
Nordic 35 Bravo, what's your requested level?
Requested level will be flight level 350 for Nordic 35 Bravo.
What? Ryanair 272, turn right heading 145, descend flight level 150.
28.5, still climbing.
Questioning 145, descend for level 150, Ryanair 272.
Ryanair 45 Zulu Hotel, descend flight level 150.
150, see 450, sir.
Shuttle 9 Hotel, descend flight level 90.
Flight level 90, Shuttle 9 Hotel.
Air France 22 Romeo Juliet, climb flight level 180.
Flight level 180, Air France 22 Romeo Juliet.
Speedbird 27 Charlie Hotel, contact London on
6,000 feet to go.
133.7.
And that's
Speedbird 27 Charlie Hotel, contact
Birmingham
London
down here.
133.7.
Contacting London on 133.7, have a good night, bye-bye, Speedbird 27 Charlie Hotel.
Nordic 35 Bravo, climb flight level 200.
Flight level 200, 35 Bravo.
Easy 3 Papa Yankee, nothing further now, monitor Unicom, goodbye.
Monitor Unicom, bye-bye, Easy 3 Papa Yankee.
Speedbird 972, climb flight level 370.
370,
Lufthansa 548, contact London on 129.425.
129.425, Lufthansa for regular deck.
Speedbird 905 uniform, descend flight level 90.
Descend flight level 90, Speedbird 905 uniform.
Easy 214, speed 300 knots or greater.
Speed 300 or greater, easy 214.
Easy 301, speed 250 knots.
Speed 250 knots, easy 201. Speed 49, 240 inbound, Ibn.
249, hello, Logan 2 Hotel, Heathrow.
Logan 2, South, 249.
London Control, Speedbird 99 X-ray, on the heading of 350 with you, climbing past flight level 130.
Speedbird 99 X-ray, hello, climb flight level 240.
Going to flight level 240.
Easy 214, descend flight level 140, level by Abton.
Flight level 140 by Aptum, easy 214.
Easy 301, descend flight level 140, level by Abton.
140 by Abton, easy.
Air France 22 Romeo Juliet, climb flight level 190.
Flight level 190, Air France 22 Romeo Juliet.
Air France 22 Romeo Juliet, report the heading to London on 129.425.
almost don't want to be saying anything. I'm just amazed at how this guy's tracking all this in his head. Obviously on the screens.
Zap 22 Mike, descend flight level 110, turn left heading 170 degrees.
Flight 170, descend flight level 170, Zap 22 Mike.
Flight, good evening, subject 464 with you, direct Mike Charlie Tango.
Subject 464, Broadshire, break, shuttle 9 Hotel, resume own navigation, direct Bovingdon.
Own navigation, direct Bovingdon, Shuttle 9 Hotel.
Ryanair 272, resume own navigation, direct Barkway, and descend flight level 90.
Descend flight level 90, resume on navigation, direct Barkway, Ryanair 72.
Nordic 35 Bravo, turn right heading 075 and climb flight level 250.
Sorry, can we get heading again for 35 Bravo?
Nordic 35 Bravo, turn right,
He
heading
is.
075 and climb flight level 250.
Right heading 075 and climbing to 250 on Nordic 35 Bravo.
Virgin 8566, descend flight level 220.
220, Virgin 8566.
Shuttle 9 Hotel, contact London on 129.425.
129.425, Shuttle 9 Hotel.
London Easy 6 Echo Golf with you heading 340.
Easy 6 Echo Golf, hello, resume own navigation direct Tumty.
Resume own navigation direct Tumty. 6 Echo Golf.
London Hello, Shamrock 514, passing flight level 300.
1,000 to go.
110 knots, come off the northwest of Gidley.
Shamrock 514, London, roger.
Easy 6957, with you maintaining flight level 390.
Easy 6957, London, roger.
It's 1,041 pilots on board, online,
That
and
22 Mike, resume own navigation direct
97
Compton.
controllers.
Well, nav direct Compton, that 50 Mike.
Skyways 2465, contact London 129.425.
129.425, Skyways 2465. Good night.
Easy 52 Lima X-ray, nothing further now. Monitor Unicom, goodbye.
Lufthansa 548, report your speed to Gatwick Director 126.825. Good evening.
126.825, Lufthansa 548, represent.
It's probably going to be the next frequency we go to. London Control, good evening, Skyways 2465, flight level 350.
Skyways 2465, London Control, good evening. Route direct SITAT.
Direct SITAT for Skyways 2465.
Air France 22 Romeo Juliet, resume own navigation direct Zamab.
Route direct to Zamab, Air France 22 Romeo Jet.
Flight Control, good evening, SAP 2 Mike, D7 Patrol 110, passing 150.
SAP 22 Mike, London Control, good evening, descend.
So it's nice they're giving us some little
70.
cuts on the corners here.
70, SAP 22 Mike.
London Center, November 219, Del Foxtrot, currently
Looks like
following
Dark
the
is
ramp
almost
6,
at the
Mike
coast.
said heading direct, that's 3-1, going to Manchester.
November 219 Delta Foxtrot,
And I see
London,
Nick
good
down
evening,
behind me,
climb
he's
to
just
altitude
south of Manchester
5,000
now.
feet.
Very nice.
Climb 5,000, 219 Del Foxtrot.
No descent, well, okay, that's fine. Stop.
SAP 22 Mike, route direct Southampton.
We'll figure that out when we get there.
Southampton, SAP 22 Mike.
In a few moments,
London, good evening, Seabird 905, Uniform 154, descending 90 inbound Brasco. We have Foxtrot at Heathrow.
Super 905 Uniform, London, good evening. Landing 27 right with no delay, turn left heading 240 degrees.
Landing 27 right and left turn 240 degrees, Seabird 905 Uniform.
Now that we're settled in at altitude,
Easy 550 London.
we'll have them bring us a tea. We just kind of monitor. I don't know what fixed it. I went in and checked everything. I checked the alerts.
November 219 Delta Foxtrot, turn left
That's the
heading
same thing that
010
deals with
degrees.
alerts for like subscriptions and donations and stuff. And they all seem to be working. I did the tests. I didn't actually change anything. But then, I waited and tested it on Wednesday, and it all worked. So,
take a more direct line for the approaching Bournemouth, leaving the basic control airspace with a deconfliction service.
SAP 22 Mike A5, turn right heading 195, and that should be vectors for base legs to LS26, and you can expect to leave control airspace shortly.
195 and expect to leave control airspace shortly.
right, so it's the GWC VOR, the Goodwood VOR. That is the one on the coast. So we'll watch for that, and then that'll be us crossing.
Easy 301 London Control, good evening.
Crossing
Route
the
direct
coastline.
Park, Lima Alpha Romeo Charlie Kilo.
Just repeat that.
Direct log, I'll send it by text.
Rudder to Lima Romeo Charlie Kilo.
Shuttle 9 Hotel, turn right, heading 180 degrees.
Right, heading 180 degrees, Shuttle 9 Hotel.
Shuttle 9 Hotel, you got traffic, crossing traffic right at 1 to 12 o'clock, 8 miles, same level, right to the left, A320.
Copy the traffic, Shuttle 9 Hotel.
Zap 22 Mike, descend to altitude.
I guess these guys have got to be fairly good. This London area is extremely busy.
4000 feet, 1 QNH 99 hectopascals, Zap 22 Mike.
Easy 550 London.
I mean, even for a Friday in the middle of the day, I was up ridiculously early, and I kind of went in to test something.
November 219.
It must have been about 10 a.m., 10 or 11 a.m. UK time, and there's controllers up all over the place.
Stations Air France 296, you need an odd level to your direction of flight. November 219 Delta Foxtrot, pass your message.
November 219 Delta Foxtrot requesting to resume personal navigation to Manchester.
November 219 Delta Foxtrot, I'm trying to give you a shortcut. Turn left heading 350 degrees.
Left heading 350, 219 Delta Foxtrot.
Speed at 870, is nothing further for you. Continue with Honeycomb. Good evening.
Honeycomb, thank you so much. Bye-bye, yes, Speed at 870.
Easy 301, descend flight level 110. November 219 Delta Foxtrot, climb flight level 160.
Climb flight level 160, 219 Delta Foxtrot.
Speed 905 uniform, you have tree track miles, 27 right, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1001.
Copy that, descend altitude 5,000 feet, 1001, speed 905 uniform.
Zap 22 Mike, leaving controlled airspace in the descent deconfliction service.
Deconfliction service, will cut us, Zap 22 Mike.
5 Skyways up today.
Delta 164, reach top of descent.
So far.
Delta 164, forward that request to London Control now, 127.1.
So it looks like they
127.1
cut that waypoint off. Just checking my maps here. Sitet is actually out in the middle of the channel, so probably 40, 50 miles to the coast now.
Virgin 8566 London Control, good evening. Descend flight level 120.
120, Virgin 86.
Approach EZ214, flight level 120.
For those wondering, London is pretty much
London
directly
Control,
off to our direct
90.
left here now.
Flight level 90, EZ214.
And we're going to cross.
Shuttle 9 Hotel, apologies for delay, turn left heading 090.
About halfway between Portsmouth and Brighton.
090, Shuttle 9 Hotel.
Across the coast.
Two stations, Speedbird 902 London, hello, climb now flight level 290.
Flight level 290.
November 219 Delta Foxtrot, turn left heading 325.
Turn left heading 325, 219 Delta Foxtrot.
Speedbird 905 uniform, present heading, once established on the localizer, 27 right, descend on the glide path.
Clear the localizer, once established on the localizer, descend with the glide, Speedbird 905 uniform.
Speedbird 9 Hotel, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1001.
5,000 feet, QNH 1001, Shuttle 9 Hotel.
Easy 214, reduce speed 240 knots.
Speed 240 knots, EZ214.
Virgin 8566, speed 240 knots.
240, Virgin 166.
November 219 Delta Foxtrot, heading to London, 127.1.
Okay, repeat, please start.
November 219 Delta Foxtrot, report you're heading to London, 127.1.
Report heading to London at 121.1, thank you.
Negative 127.1, I've sent it by text.
127.1, thank you.
Shanix 875, nothing further for you, continue with Honeycomb.
Oh, to Unicom, thanks for your service. Have a good evening, Chef. 675.
U2 Air France 296, nothing further for you. Continue Unicom, good evening.
102 Unicom, Air France 296.
Easy 214, report your speed to Gatwick Director 126.825. Bye.
Okay, we got the fuel lights up.
126.825 and report the
That
speed.
means
Easy 214.
we're coming down to
correction, Virgin
empty the center
856,
tanks.
resume navigation direct.
So we're just going to come up and turn off the fuel pumps. There we go. Clear the cautions.
Virgin 8566, resume navigation direct Arnhem.
So our center tanks are now empty.
Good evening, School 49, descending 15509 inbound Brussels.
Stand by Airline 752 Bravo London, good evening, squawk 7567.
Squawk 7568, Austin, safe after Bravo.
Speedbird 49 London, good evening. Apologies, I missed your call, but it's Information Hotel, landing 27.
Over to the playground now.
Turn left heading 240 degrees.
Yeah, there's currently still nobody up all the way down, so...
100. Virgin 856 descent.
Got an aircraft.
10.
Is he landing? He's landing.
Up 22 Mike on your present heading, clear to enter controlled airspace.
Yeah, I can't tell. Looks like he might have landed to the west.
Easy 301, reduce speed 240 knots. Report that speed to Gatwick Director 126.
There's another Ryanair coming in. We'll keep an eye out for him. Current weather is
8566, report your speed to Gatwick Director 126.825.
190.
Sport speed Gatwick approach on 126.625, Virgin 8566.
Just check the frequency 126.825.
50 degrees. Yeah, looks like the 2.4s are probably going to be the ones.
126.825, apologies, Virgin 8566.
No problem, Shuttle 9 Hotel, turn right, heading 170
Time for a loo review. What are you doing your own?
Right, heading 170 degrees.
What do they call them?
4,000
Flight reviews?
Shuttle 9 Hotel.
Alright, let's change our
arrival
runway.
Two stations, easy 2238 London Control. Roger, route direct Southampton.
We're going to come in the ILS Zulu 24 right.
Speed at 905 uniform, reduce speed 160 knots until 40 mean. Say again your last.
160 until 4 and just, we just call you because we're established.
Much appreciated. Shuttle 9 Hotel, reduce speed 180 knots.
180 knots, Shuttle 9 Hotel.
London Tower, Shamrock 51437.
It's either the 1 kilo or the...
Shamrock 514 London Control, good evening. Route direct Zamab.
Correct, Zamab, thanks, Shamrock 51.
About 22 Mike, descent to altitude 3,000 feet.
310, descending to flight level 300, inbound Charlie Papa Tango. Set 3,000 feet, start 22 Mike.
Lufthansa 970 London, good evening. Apologies, stepped on you. Descend when ready, flight level 220 level Compton.
Descend to flight level 220, level by Compton, Lufthansa 970.
Super 902, route direct Coxie, Kilo Oscar Kilo, climb flight level 350.
Alright, we're going to do the arrival will be the lower...
Shuttle 9 Hotel, turn right, heading 250 degrees, cleared ILS approach 27 right.
250 degrees, cleared ILS.
Lowers 1 Papa approach.
Super 902, route direct
for the ILS Zulu 24 right.
And climb flight level 350.
So let's pop down. We'll go to our arrivals page.
Easy London Control, easy 1031, 4,000
Easy 1031 London Control, good evening. Turn left, heading 045, climb flight level 130.
ILS Zulu, runway 24 right.
045, flight level 1.
And it will be the lower
London, good evening, Tugjet 464 with you, direct
Papa.
Tomjet 464 London Control, good evening. Route direct SITAT.
POS.
Route direct SITAT, Tugjet 464.
Super 905 uniform contact tower 118.5. Good evening.
Legs, there's our arrival. POS and then
Shuttle 9 Hotel, once established on the localizer, reduce speed 160 knots until 40 ME.
So that is all looking
Once
good.
established 160 until 40 ME. Shuttle 9 Hotel.
Control, hello, Easy 817 with you, at 4,000 feet.
Easy 8717 London Control, good evening. Climb now, flight level 350.
Darts across the border into France.
Austrian 752 Bravo, turn left, heading 330 degrees, and descend flight level 160.
Not much to see outside.
Let's head into 20, descend flight level 160, transfer to Bravo.
That 22 Mike, Vent Control Airspace, Radar Control Service.
Big control service, up 22 Mike.
So I'm wondering what this year's Christmas flights are going to be like.
Bravo,
I'm sure
turn
they
left,
will.
heading 290 degrees.
They will have something, and be interesting to see
Speedbird
where the route takes us this year.
Track miles, 27 right, descent to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1001.
Oh, we got two, myself and another guy who's heading to Cyprus.
Hotel, contact the tower 118.5.
Flying Fly2 as well, and then there's 3 Skyways, Fly UK mainline flights
nothing
up
further
tonight.
for you. Continue with Unicom. Good evening.
Unicom, thanks a lot. Air France to Toronto, Juliet.
That 22 Mike, turn right heading 230 degrees. Once established on the localizer, runway 26, descend on the glide path.
Right, 230 degrees, once established localizer, descend on the glide path. Is that 22 Mike?
That's that 22 Mike. You can descend to altitude 2,000 feet, then further on the glide path.
2,000 feet further on the glide, is that 22 Mike?
Easy 2238, route direct, Lelma.
Please again, but easy to repeat.
Easy 2238, route direct, Loma, Lima Echo Lima, November Alpha.
Well, just think, Dirk, there's no way Nick could butt in front of you on this one.
Direct to Lena for easy 223.
Easy 1031, heading to London, 127.1, good evening.
121.1, London, for easy 1031.
127 decimal.
127.1.
Speedbird 249 on your present heading, once established on the localizer, 27 right, descend on the glide path.
Confirm 49 on heading, descent glide to 49.
London Control, good evening, easy 73 whiskey, sorry, correction 37 whiskey tango with you descending.
See if I can put a route map up without using
London, hello, Bass 1 Golf arrival, descend
the other one, which I think might have crashed me at one point.
Golf Road, flight level 90, easy 37 whiskey tango.
Easy 6957, Libya, flight level 390, waypoint, whiskey, Oscar Delta.
Easy 6957 London, good evening, route direct, Zidil, X-ray India Delta, India Lima.
So if I do it...
Route direct, Zidil, easy 6957.
Easy 909, good evening, flight level 40 with you.
Like this.
Easy 9909 London Control, good evening, climb now flight level 2, correction 370.
Let's see how that
Flight
looks.
level 370, easy 909.
Austrian 752 Bravo, have you got the TEL-T1 November programmed in?
Had a little bit of a stutter there. Anyway, we're out over the channel. We should get kicked over to Unicom in a minute.
Austrian 752 Bravo, can you try and program in the TEL-T 1 November arrival?
Affirm.
That 22 Mike, surface wind 220 degrees, 11 knots, runway 26, clear to land.
It's up to Mike, go around.
Roger, runway heading 3000.
I'm heading 3000, is that 22 Mike?
Easy 7 Tango London, descending flight level 150 level by Kidley.
Yeah, I guess that kind of gives us
Easy
a look
7
at where we are.
Tango London Control, good evening, descend flight level 90 level Holly.
Flight level 90 to level by Holly, Easy 7 Tango.
Austrian 752 Bravo, resume navigation direct, Brookman's Park.
Original navigation.
So that's not affecting the sim in any way. That's just pulling it off of my Navigraph and overlaying it. I just want to check where the chat
Austrian
box is.
752 Bravo, contact London 127.1. Good evening.
Contact 127.1.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Bye bye.
London Control, Wisco 9991 Alpha with you.
Wisco 991 Alpha, London Control, good evening. Climb now, flight level 150.
So for you guys watching the stream,
Flight level 150,
would it help if I zoomed in one level
Easy 37
on the
Whiskey
map
Tango, route direct Holly.
so that I could go into
Direct Holly.
something like
PT
that?
Mike, turn right, heading 075.
I don't know if that makes it easier to
075, that's PT Mike.
see. Reams has come online, but we're going to stay to the west of it, so we'll be okay there.
Subid 49, contact the tower 118.5, good evening.
105, Subid 49.
Subid 902, nothing further for you, continue with Unicom, good evening.
Over Unicom 4,
Skyways 2465, nothing further for you, continue with Unicom, good evening.
122.8 for Skyways 2465, thanks for the ATC, good night. Alright, so we're over to Unicom, and is that your Yoda voice, Dark? Better it is. J-Hog, 126 points. What's going on there? You gotta come out a little more often. Let me give you a little gift. I gotta find the settings here. Here, have some extra points for coming out to pub night back in July. Let's get that back up. Yeah, thanks, Dirk. I appreciate the feedback. At least somebody's watching the stream, paying attention. It is busy down in the south of France. It's busy down on those islands too, and there's about 8 or 9 aircraft around them. Alright, so let's settle into the back and throw on some entertainment, and I'll keep an eye on ATC as we go. And we'll get together once again in the cockpit as we get closer to the briefing, or if, you know, ATC comes up and it gets busy. So over we go, and we will talk again shortly, and I will be in the chat.
trick. Didn't come out now. It's only me, Cousin Hyman. It's our city, Cousin Hyman. Glad to see you, Hyman. Hiya, Hyman. Hyman! Hiya, fellas. Hey, guys. Where's Hyman, Zeke, and Louie? It's that new cat in the barn, Hyman. He's a killer. Oh, yeah? Well, just leave me your cousin, Hyman. He did it! Oh, boy, Chief! Ding-dong bell, Buzzy's in a well. Oh, put her in, little Hyman grin. Oh, pulled her out. Ding-dong bell, ding-dong bell. Ding-dong bell, Buzzy's in a well. And who put her in? Little Hyman, huh? Oh, put her in, little Hyman grin. Oh, pulled her out. Ding dong bell, ding dong. Huh? It's you! Gesundheit! Oh, Cousin Hyman! He was a nice guy!
I can feel it. The pressure's dropped so fast, it's almost made my ears pop.
Hurricane's got different ways of telling you it's there. Where is it?
Dead ahead.
What's that mean to us?
My boy, that puts our port right in the middle of it. There's a cove on the lee side, though. We'll snuggle up close to the bluff and ride it out.
What about the bottom?
Well, the chart shows it's good holding ground. It's clay. You know something? If this thing had an automatic pilot, I wouldn't have to put up with you.
Then you wouldn't have nobody to chew out.
We should be there in a couple of hours. These mills of yours keep running.
Look, automatic pilots can't play Dixieland jazz on them engines like I can.
Hey, Rook. Rook, come here. Take a look. There she is, dead ahead.
Man, that sure do look good.
A man named Craigus owns this island, doesn't he?
That's the name on the crate, Dr. Milo Craigus.
We'll unload tomorrow. I want this craft sitting high in that water when that flow hits.
You gonna ride stern, too, with a lot of water under?
That's right. That sea won't make up in that cove. That wind will have her whipping around like a kite. Slip forward and break out the heavy weather hook. Track it and make sure it's free to run.
I'm out, Shaq.
Good. Oh, she'll ride like a duck. If she swings too far to starboard, we might have to take a check line to shore. Hey, Rook, take a slant up that trail. Now, that's a rather strange setup, wouldn't you say?
Looks like somebody's getting rid of somebody, huh, Cap?
Maybe. Hard to tell.
Dr. Craigus.
Thorne Sherman. Have your supplies aboard.
That's good. Nothing wrong with Captain Ferguson, I hope.
Well, I wouldn't know. I just bought his run.
Oh, I see. Were you able to fill our order?
Everything on the list. Here's the manifest.
Missing last week's supply has run us a little short, you know. Captain, after you have unloaded, I have a passenger for you. And Captain Sherman, this is my daughter, Anne Craigus.
Oh, so you're the passenger?
That's right.
Oh, it's going to be nice having you aboard. I'm getting a little tired looking at Griswold. But we're not leaving today. In fact, we're not even unloading. That load will cut the roll in half. You expecting an invasion?
Yes, animals.
Game or otherwise?
Under certain conditions, it could be dangerous.
Hey, Rook, you want to shake the kinks out? Limber up a little?
Not me, Captain Blythe. You go right ahead and stretch your legs. That ship's gonna be bucking like a bucket bronc before long. Besides, I got some work left to do.
If you do come ashore, wear a gun.
Got you, Captain.
When I told you about the hurricane, you act like you didn't know anything about it. What's the matter? Your set broken down?
You've been out of communication for more than a week, Captain.
Can't be fixed?
It's totally out of commission.
My assistant, Mr. Farrell, Jerry Farrell.
Father, perhaps the captain would enjoy a drink.
Well, of course. Will you join us in a cocktail?
Well, I've never been known to turn down a drink yet. I'll be glad to accept.
Fine. In that case, we'll have martinis. Mario?
Si, senor.
Mix them, please. Right this way, Captain. Come in.
You have everything here you need?
We are self-sufficient here. We have cows for fresh milk, chickens for fresh eggs.
We even have saddle horses.
Sort of a world all your own.
That's exactly what I've tried to create.
Well, to each his own. If you have to be isolated for your work, you picked a lonely little island.
Excuse me, please. I think I'll change.
She's a little worried because you aren't leaving until tomorrow.
Oh, I can understand that. There's something else bothering her.
Radford? Radford? Radford, would you please step over here? I'd like you to meet someone.
Just a second, Doctor.
Go on for hours. Dr. Bain.
There's no need to shout, Doctor. I'm right here.
I'd like you to meet Captain Thorne Sherman. This is my other assistant, Radford Bain. How do you do?
2 new litters since lunch, Doctor. Both support GT-116.
That's good.
We can breed them to the 205 group in about 3 weeks. But I'd prefer to wait and expose about half of them to the Hoskins factor first. If you agree.
Good idea. Do you know there's a hurricane coming?
Well, I don't suppose there's much we can do about that. Glad to meet you. Sure. What?
You have to excuse Radford. Anything that does not concern this project does not get through to him. Brilliant mind. He would start it if someone didn't remind him to eat.
Must be very interesting work. What's his field?
Biology. He specialized in genetics, heredity.
I'm afraid my interest doesn't run in that line, you know.
Think what would happen if you could isolate and identify the inherited factor in each gene.
Now, wait a minute. I'm afraid I'm not very good with your research.
This is practical research. Generally among mammals, the smaller the size, the higher the metabolism and the shorter the lifespan.
Is that right?
Well, I'm attempting to decrease the size by maintaining a low metabolism and resultant a longer lifespan.
For what reason?
Overpopulation. Not a problem now, but it will be in time. If we were half as big as we are now, we could live twice as long on our natural resources.
Father, may I speak with you a moment? Will you please excuse us, Captain?
Well, providing you drop the captain. I prefer it, don't I? Tell me something, Doctor. Has a hurricane ever hit this island before that you know of?
I wouldn't know. You've only been here 9 months, and this place has been unoccupied for years.
Well, have you ever been through one?
Only the fringes.
Well, this one's building up very fast. Pressure drops very quickly in the center. I'd advise you to get some doors and windows open in this place.
Ventilators on the roof. And the
If you'll freshen Anne's drink, I'll go and check them.
I'd be happy to.
The heavens, you're right today.
Why, our ration's getting short?
No, it's more than that. Much more. We'll surely be able to sail tomorrow, won't we?
Possibly. But not probable. Not delayed anyway. Takes a long time for a sea like that to quiet down.
Well, if you're worrying about me, you needn't. I'm a good sailor.
Well, I'm not worried about you. We'll sail when the time's right.
Got them opened all right. Oh, Captain, let me freshen you a drink. One for the road. I'm trying to rush you, but it will be dark soon.
I've invited Tom for dinner, Father.
Oh, I see. If you're not worried about your ship, you're welcome.
I'll take a rain check on that dinner.
If you wish.
Father, I've asked Tom to stay.
Progress, Doctor. This is the sole survivor of Group 30. 28 months old today.
Well, that's equivalent to 140 years to us.
That's right, yet it still maintains low metabolism without any sluggishness.
Not the breakthrough, but it certainly sets our course. Radford, suspend series 52 through 96, and we'll concentrate on the rest.
What is that?
It's a Sorex cericidae.
Looks like a small rat. Smells like a skunk.
They have musk glands in their knees. These little fellows are our subjects. They have a birth cycle of 10 to 14 days. And using them, we can establish traits. We can trace the progressions through a number of generations over a short period of time.
Well, how big do they get?
That's an adult. See, their muzzle is longer and thicker than the rat's. It extends over the lower mandible, see?
Does he bite?
Only when he's hungry.
Well, maybe you better take him. He doesn't know me.
All he knows is his next meal. He's just been fed. He'll be all right for another 8 hours.
The shutter blew open. Radford? I got it, senor. Might that scare you? It's gonna get worse.
Storms always frighten her, ever since she was a child. They're not climbers. They're digging animals, like the moat. They feed only at night unless they're starving. And when they are hungry enough, they'll tackle anything regardless of size. Mm-hmm. If you leave 2 of them in a cage for 12 hours without food, the stronger will eat the weaker.
Like cannibals.
Precisely. You see, their intense activity requires a tremendous amount of energy. To supply, they must eat 3 times their own weight in food every 24 hours, or starve. Radford, would you please take? There you go. Yeah. Some call them bone eaters. When the flesh is gone, they'll eat the bones for marrow. All they'll leave are teeth, horns,
I could
hooves.
use another martini. Do you mind?
Of course, my dear. I'll get you. Huh? Mario! Aquí, por favor. Mario, to the bath, you'll freshen up a bit. Here be el señor al baño.
Sí, señor. Sígame, por favor. Excuse me. Aquí, señor.
You got a problem too? ¿Qué pasó?
Nada. Nothing, senor. But you will leave on the ship tomorrow.
Well, I think that all depends on the wind and the sea, don't you?
Sí. Sí, senor. No. Ah, you're joking. I feel the point. I see.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Now, if anybody else is concerned about my sailing tomorrow, why, you see, they feel the point too, huh? I don't like to repeat myself.
Okay, senor.
No, but I'm not saying that you created them, Jerry. I am saying that because of your drunken stupidity in leaving the cage door open, you created the horrible situation that now exists.
Look, Ann, this is a mistake any one of us might have made. And I'm getting a little sick of being called an irresponsible drunk. Now, believe me, I am. Excuse me. Cigarette?
Thank heavens you arrived today.
You said that before. What's the strain?
Please excuse me, but it seems like everything is coming to a head at once. I want to leave, but I want my father to go with me.
Well, then, why doesn't he?
We've discussed it many times, but he's adamant. I'm sure Jerry has a lot to do with this decision. Tried to convince me that the crisis will only last for a few.
Wow. This is certainly a cozy little scene. Might even be called intimate. Boy meets girl.
Stop it. That remark is uncalled. What I do or have to say does not concern you.
I can't disagree with you more, my dear. I'm concerned with everything you do, and I intend to keep it that way. Now, in my book, an engagement isn't a casual thing.
In my book, it isn't either. And last night ended ours.
Everybody in the world is scared to death of something.
That's evident. When they came at us last night, you knocked me down getting inside the fence.
It's just that I can't stand it.
And I've discovered something I can't stand.
All right. But I advise you not to mention it to anyone. I'm going to complete these experiments with your father regardless of anything. Do you understand that? Nobody is going to take this chance away from me.
Let's Captain Sherman.
Checking the weather, I'll get it. Captain, time for dinner.
right?
You know, if one of those trees crashes through, it might just
Look,
knock the
honey,
whole...
any tree on this side of the house will fall away from it, so just relax. But I think I'd better go back aboard. Well, don't think I'm not grateful for your hospitality. I am. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thorne, your ship is safe. Please, stay here with me.
Why? You scared or lonesome? I'll take a rain check on it.
Thorne, you can't leave. No one opens that gate after dark.
Well, who's gonna stop me? You?
Well, this. No one opens that gate at night.
Now, look, I don't ask questions because it's against my principles. Wouldn't you like to explain that?
All right. Sit down and I will.
Give me the gun. Not very becoming anyway.
Do you believe in fairy tales?
Well, I'm a little old for that sort of thing, but what'd you have in mind?
Well, I'll tell you about one. A true fairy tale. And you're right in the middle of it.
Oh?
Have you ever heard of a shrew?
As in taming
No,
of
the animal. Bradford called them soricity when you showed you one.
Oh, then shrew must be the common name for those cute little animals.
Cute. That's the last word you can use to describe those little monsters. They're the most horrible animals on the face of the earth. As Father told you, they breed within 3 weeks after birth. Their lifespan is around 1 year.
I know what your father told me, but what's that got to do with me opening that gate?
There are 200 or 300 giant shrews out there. Monsters weighing between 50 and 100 pounds.
50 to 100. Wait a minute, you must be kidding.
I'm definitely not kidding.
That's as big as a full-grown wolf.
And what's more, they are beginning to starve.
No wonder you didn't want me to go out there. Thanks for saving my skin.
Well, I'm sorry I had to threaten you with a gun. But I didn't know how else to stop you.
No, it was very effective. But all you had to do was tell me about.
Well, I hoped I wouldn't have to. But you changed everything when you started to leave. And I had to stop you some way.
You say there's 200 or 300 out there?
Man. That's right, Captain Thorne. And if you'd stuck with your rowboat and played captain instead of trying to play detective, you wouldn't have to worry about how many are out there, would you?
That's enough, Jerry. What's wrong, Anne?
Thorne decided to leave. To dissuade him, I started to tell him about the shoes.
You might as well know the whole story as half of it. I guess you're all a little jumpy, Captain.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
6 months ago, we managed to isolate the pack to control in size. 2 litters were born. 6 individuals we kept steady. They were about the size of buckshot at birth. But the rate of growth was abnormal. They continued to grow. They were mutants. But they inherited all the negative characteristics of their breed. Somehow they managed to escape. But a month later, we saw one of their offspring. They were multiplying. We did everything in the world to exterminate them, but no apparent luck. Then we haven't seen any. Since daylight either blinds them and they forage only at night, unless starving. But the fact that 2 of them charged Anne and Jerry at the gate last evening indicates that the available food on the island is nearing depletion.
Then what, Doctor?
They will exterminate each other. It'll take a couple of days.
What do we do during that time?
Stay indoors and wait until it's over.
I guess some wires blew down on the transformer.
I'm sorry. I'll get some lamps.
Mario! Mario! Si, senor. There's a lantern in the pantry. Light it and bring it in here. Bradford, light all the candles you can find.
All right, I will. Where's the generator?
Outside. Can't get at it at night.
Here, let me help.
The lantern will give you all the light you need. I will join you shortly, Jerry.
Jerry, I felt she was sincere and made sense from her standpoint.
Wanting her father to leave the island with her makes sense? It'd be much better for the project if I went with her for a few days. Matter of fact, I think I'll talk to the doctor about that. That might be the answer. And another thing, I don't take much to this Thorne Sherman. He looks to me like the type that'd try anything.
That left-handed dinner invitation. That was just to keep me here till after dark, wasn't it?
I wanted you here tonight. I felt something terrible was going to happen.
Why, you still feel the same way about it?
Not as much. Not since you're here and know everything. I love an open fire, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
The wind has a lonesome sound, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Like in Sweden, we don't have a wind this strong. You're a strange man, Thorne. I never met anyone like you.
Oh?
You seem so disinterested in everything. Aren't you the least bit curious? Don't you wonder about the unusual things around here? The guns, the fence, the shattered windows, my accent, anything?
I'll tell you something. I'm only interested in anything that concerns me, and then I do something about it. You're gonna sail with me tomorrow, with your Furlington's men.
Thorne, no! Father, Brad! Up there!
I don't think he was going out, Jerry.
I couldn't take a chance. He's fool enough to.
Don't be stupid. I had no intentions of going out there, opening that gate, now somebody needed it. Did you hear it, Doctor? Sounded like a human voice. I was thinking a rook.
It was the livestock. The shrews got into the barn.
What was it, Father?
The livestock.
Did Mario forget to bar those doors?
No. I put them in the barn myself. They couldn't get through the wood doors. They dug through the dirt floor.
Let me ask you something, Doctor. How could you expose all our lives, yourself included, with those things out there? All you had to do was get the Coast Guard or the Navy to come in here and burn them out. Those things got loose.
Any unusual experiment can produce unusual results. That's why I chose this island. It's isolated. Miles of open water in any direction. Our project is privately financed. It's not a problem for the government or military. And the world is in no danger. His species does not swim. And as far as the shrews are concerned, this island is their world.
Very soon, right here on this island, is going to be a miniature reproduction of an overpopulated world. And you'll see the importance of what we're working to avoid.
I'm not concerned about all this theory. What I'm concerned about is our lives.
There'll be ample time to panic when they run out of food and go on a 24-hour forage.
How do you know they haven't already?
That's possible. Their main diet has been the small animals on the island. That source would have been depleted 18 or 20 hours ago. And that's why they went after the livestock.
There's still some food on this island before they reach the crisis.
Where? No worry about them digging in here. The floors are tiled.
The walls aren't, Doctor. They're adobe. Our safest bet would be on that boat.
You may be right. We can reach your boat in daylight. The shrews will gorge themselves on livestock. That should keep them lethargic for several hours.
There's no sense looking at the dark side.
And there's no sense minimizing a serious situation. It leaves you completely unprepared to cope with it. Well, we certainly can't make it tonight. That's out of the question. Maybe tomorrow. I haven't. We'll get some sleep tonight, but we'll have a watch, an hour and a half apiece. Doctor, you go first, and then Radford, Mario, Jerry, and then me. Shutter all the windows, make sure they're locked good and tight, check all these walls.
Come on.
No, I think I'll stay here by the fire. I feel safe. I couldn't stand it in that room alone.
All right, as you wish. But try to get some sleep.
It is Mario. You are next to make the patrol, no?
Sure, Mario. Come on in. I've been waiting for you to finish. I must have dozed off. You kind of startled me. Sit down. Here. Have a drink. It'll help you to relax.
Gracias, señor.
Sit down. Just a while. You just checked every room in the house, didn't you?
Sí.
Fine. You're a good man, Mario. A man that can be trusted. You know what I've been thinking about, Mario? Anne and that captain. You and me. Imagine an intelligent girl like her going for a common sea tramp like him. I know why. You do too. In case anything goes wrong, she's looking out for her own hide. That's why I keep thinking about you and me. Anything goes wrong, we're gonna outlast them all. I'm going to trust you to take my turn of patrolling the house. But when you finish, don't wake the captain. Come back here and get me. See, I'll probably feel good enough by then to take his turn. Okay, Mario?
Sí.
Okay.
It is Mario.
Mario, come on in. What is it?
There is a big raton in la bodega.
A shrew in the cellar?
See, I hear him singing down there.
Well, how did he get in?
The store break out the kitchen window, but I close it up. He went down there.
Why should he go down there?
The food for the little ratones. I put it out to frost, they love it.
Did you tell Jerry?
No, senor. Here is your turn next. Here is una luz. We kill him, no?
Yeah. Crack. Open. Hold on to it. Okay. Mario?
Aquí. You see anything? I see where he was. I do not see where he is.
Cuidado.
Sí, senor. I will be careful. And he also can be safe.
You all right down there?
Doctor, get down here, quick!
Mario?
He's dead.
Dead? I got this on him right away. He couldn't have bled to death.
Might as well let go of it. Won't do him any good now.
What could have killed him?
I'm not certain. Till the autopsy.
Hemotoxic syndrome.
I'm afraid so. We'll know after pathology.
Doctor, that's not the same animal you showed me. That's a monster.
As I said, there are mutants. In controlling the size factor, we seem to have crossed some of the other characteristics.
Well, you certainly did a good job of it.
I've known that for some time, Captain. Please give me a hand with Mario. Bradford, bring up the animal.
Extremely high poison content of the shrew's saliva.
I'll compare it with this. Careful count isn't necessary. Any indication of the same poison, Mary's blood will give you the answer.
Yes, you're right. Look, Ann. Brooding about it's not going to do any good. Now, why don't you try to think of something else? Tell me, what do you do around here? Are you a scientist?
I'm a zoologist.
No. That's the study of animal life, isn't it? Well, do you specialize? What do you specialize in?
They died. Well, I had a hand in it, too. And I'm partly to blame. At this end, if we ever get off this island, I'll never have anything to do with it again.
What will you do?
Live normally, like normal women do. You see, it seems a little dull after the life I've been living. Rather dull and alive and excited and...
I'll take a dull, alive woman every time.
Say, Thorne, the autopsy has proved what we suspected. Several weeks ago, I concocted the most virulent poison I could with the materials I had at hand. We put it out as bait. Harry was killed by poison.
Doctor, I wonder if you thought the system of the Sorex enabled them to assimilate that poison. It remained in the salivary glands of their jaws. Isn't that wonderful? I am sorry. Of course, I always speak from a clinical point of view.
Well, don't you have something to counteract that poison?
Once Maria was bitten, I'm afraid there's nothing anyone could have done. This indicates that we cannot afford to get even so much as a scratch from these animals. They are more poisonous than snakes.
What, do you think they're all affected?
Best way to find out is let them all bite you and see which bite you die after.
We might just all get that chance, Jerry. You included. Doctor, I've closed all the doors in the house. I suggest we do the same thing with this hall and this lab. Cut down the chances of getting in the front of the house. I think if we keep a close watch on those walls and windows in there, we might make it till daybreak.
The walls are 2 feet thick. Do you think they have a chance to dig in?
Of course there's a chance. Anywhere that plaster's off, that adobe's as soft as mush where that rain hit it. But here's another possibility, Doctor. It's very light out. It'll be daylight soon. We'll take the shrew that killed Mario and throw it over the fence and use it for bait. If they show up for it, of course, they'll run for the boats out. If they don't, then I'll go down and have Rook lay to with a lighter. Then I'll return to the bend and the trail and give you the all-clear signal.
Sounds fine, Captain.
Good, and you explain it to the rest.
Yes, I will.
Well, the bait's been out for 20 minutes. Nothing's touched it.
on. Isn't that wonderful?
I'm afraid it's not over, my dear. It's just a lull. There'll be a lot more.
He's right. I'll be back at the bend shortly. Now you watch for my signal.
You can't go alone.
I'll go with him.
Not you, Father. You haven't even fired a gun. Take Rudder, Jerry.
Sure, I'll go. And you'll be sure of getting a signal.
Don't shoot that gun unless you have to. You've only got 20 rounds altogether.
I know that as well as you do. Sherman, you stay away from her.
You have that gun pointed at me.
Right at the middle of your back.
Look, we got enough problems without worrying about Ann.
I'm telling you, stay away from her, or when the shrews get through with you, they won't even find a buckshot. Where's the skiff?
I'll follow that check line. I gotta find him.
Since last night, you won't find much of him.
You shut up.
I'm not going back.
For what?
I'm staying here.
All right. You suit yourself, but if I were you, I'd swim out to that boat.
Can't swim. Then stay here. Wait a minute. You gotta give me a gun.
Give you a gun?
Sherman, wait!
Gun we had on the boat. They don't leave much, do they?
Sherman, we gotta make a deal for us.
What is it? Shh. They've been training us on both sides.
Where? I didn't see anything. Look, Sherman, you gotta give me a gun.
Whatever you do, don't you run. You stay in front of me, because I don't trust you.
They're coming! Open the gate! Open! Open the gate! Open the gate! You can let him in! Let him in! Sorry, open the door!
out there. I couldn't take a chance. For heaven's sakes, Doctor, stop him!
All right, didn't he have it coming, or didn't he? What happened out there? Oh, nothing much. Jerry just tried to kill me twice in the last 5 minutes. Brooke came ashore last night. He's dead. This is all was left. Won't do us any good, it's got no ammo.
I'm deeply sorry, Captain. I wish I'd followed your orders.
Look, Doctor, you casually mentioned animals. You didn't explain to us what we were facing out there.
You have every right to feel the way you do. My mistake is only mine, not of judgment. I didn't know about the hurricane. I didn't anticipate the effect it would have on the shrews. I thought the house would be safe for the crisis.
How could you expose your own daughter? How could you expose Anne to that?
She was going to leave last week, but the boat didn't come.
I didn't drink. Anybody else care for one?
I could use some coffee.
I'll make
Thank you, dear.
creamy sugar.
My leg! Slam the door!
You all right, Doctor?
He just ripped my trousers, that's all.
Are you sure that's all there is to it?
I'm completely aware of it, Doctor.
That was a stupid waste of ammunition. Every one of them a clean mess. There's still 4 of them in there.
How did they get in?
Through that kitchen window. That rope must be rotten.
It's got you! He's dead. Every symptom and reaction, right up to the moment of his death.
Jerry, tear down one of those drapes and cover him up.
Sure, sure. Craigus will cover Ann, and I'll cover him. You'll cover me, but who'll cover you? Shut up! We can get on this man, old slave. Shut up! Now you stop sniffling and think! It'll take a tank to get us out of here. long to dig around this?
You're right. No telling where else they're digging, too.
Those walls. I'll tell you, we'll pile some of those crates up over there. The roof's our last chance. Here, help me, Doctor. Find something light. All right. Here, help me with that, Doctor. George, keep me flat the phone. As tanks. Individual tanks. Here, I'll show you. All right. Yep. Let it down now, all right? Slow. All right. All right? Yeah. It'll work. It'll work. But these drums are too tall for the base. If the shoes don't push us over, the wind will. Not if we lash them together. Hey, are there any more around here? Only that one over there. Have any cold chisels or hammers or anything I can knock a hole in here to make some eye pieces? Yeah. The tools over there in the store. Hey, here's another one. Hey, get that out there. We'll work on it. Hey, this is even better. Give me a little more slack. Get some rope and put it on that latch so we can reach from the ground. Everybody ready? I'm going to open that gate.
Okay, here they come. Hold on! Hold on!
To assist with customs at our destination, flight attendants will begin handing out forms momentarily. Please review and complete these forms to keep them with you and send them to me upon arrival.
Man, what's the matter? Your side's dragging. You want to rest? You tired? What'd you say?
She says she's all right. She's keeping her eyes closed.
All right, keep your eyes closed. They can't get at you through the slit.
This empty drum is too heavy for her. I can barely hold up my side.
I'll be all right in a minute.
All right, you walk. I'll drag for a while. Listen, don't let their head get under. They'll flip us over.
We are safe, aren't we? I mean the storm.
Sure. She rode out the first half all right, and that's always the roughest. Anyway, riding an anchor, I'll get a chance to learn a little more about that Swedish accent.
24 hours, there'll be one shrew left on the island, and he'll be dead of starvation. An excellent example of overpopulation.
Well, you know something, Doctor?
What's that?
I'm not going to worry about overpopulation just yet.
Wasn't that a lovely ending to that movie? Beautiful. Anyway, we're making our descent down, so we might as well do our checks. That's what we get paid the big bucks by the airline for. So, current weather is in the chat. Winds are 240 at 5. 9 kilometers visibility, few clouds at 1200, scattered at 2000, 23 degrees, QNH 1017. Let's get that in. 1017, set and cross check. No significant weather in the forecast. Arrival data, I've done the calculations while we were watching that thrilling movie. We'll come down here, we'll go back here to index and our approach. And then we're going to be doing a flaps 30 landing. So we'll get that set up. So that's a 147 on our reference speed. We'll add 5, so 152 on our approach. So that is now entered in. And we can see it down there. It's going to be an auto brake 2 arrival, which will let us get down to the end of the runway where the exits are for the terminal. Landing altitude says 50 feet in the calculator, so we'll put 50 feet in. Radios are set 122.8. Localizer and frequency. So heading back into Navigraph, we'll bring up the ILS chart for runway 24 left. Localizer frequency is 109.3. So we'll dial that in. 109.3. That is now set. NJV VOR is our hold point. That's 1133. So we'll get that in on that side. We'll come up here. And we're going to set our course 237 for the runway. That is now set, and we want to be approaching actually that is our lost comms approach. Oh, alright, so it's the other frequency, it's 1177. That is, and we'll put in the radial they want us to fly out on, or to turn out on. 1177, and it says climb runway heading, turn left, not before R193. Maximum speed of 185. So 193 we will dial in for our reference. There we go. 193 is set, and 1177 is set. 1093 and 237. So the ILSs are all set. Wing and engine ice not required. Recall is done. MCP is set. Our intercept altitude is 2,500. So we'll set that in now. 2,500. Minimums for the approach. We'll do it as a Cat 1 is 239. That's on the barrel. 239 is set. Approach and missed approach, we've just briefed. Auto brake is set to auto brakes 2. So we're there, you can see the path we're going to come in around and then in for the arrival. And there's our missed approach in blue. So everything is looking good. Couple speed restrictions on the way in, and then no real height restrictions, so we're just going to work our way down to where we have to be. Nick and Dark, I've lost both of you in VAT Spy, and approach just came online. 11940. 11940. Yeah, so did Nick actually. And this is, what does he go by? Palma approach. Palma approach, Skyways 2465 with you, flight level 166 on the Lores 1 Papa approach for runway 24 left at Palma.
Skyways 2465, Palma approach, good night. Clear Lotus 1 Papa arrival, expect ILS full approach runway 24 left, descent flight level 110.
Ready, clear for the ILS 24 left on the Lores 1 Papa and descending to flight level 110 for Skyways 2465.
Mallorca approach, very good evening, Shannon Station 5 is inbound Papa.
Select 875, Palma approach, good day, hello. Radar contact, correction. Clear for ILS for approach runway 24 left.
Cleared for the ILS approach, 24 left, select station 5.
So approach, 1 is Mr. CC 17 Robert Yankee with you, IFR clearance to Gatwick.
EC-17 Bravo Yankee, buenas noches, flight plan, correction, clear to your destination Gatwick by Meadows 3 Alpha departure at runway 24 right, initial climb 5,000 feet, connect, correction, sorry, squawk 6201.
Just confirm squawk 6201.
Affirm.
So after pause by here, you can see we slow down here to 250.
6201,
We're all good. We'll ding the cabin in the back. We'll get the seatbelt signs back on.
Ready for taxi already, 17 Bravo Yankee.
So 17 Bravo Yankee, in that case, taxi holding point hotel 2, runway 24 right via Lima Golf, Lima Foxtrot, engage Foxtrot, Lincoln and north.
Put our logo lights on. All my lights shut off. Weird. Don't know when that happened.
Skyways 2465, continue descent flight level 70.
Continue descent flight level 70, Skyways 2465.
Next 875, wind at 23 degrees, 05 knots.
Nice ATC came online right when the movie ended. He must have been watching.
Cleared to land 24 left, Shannon Station 5.
That's amazing, watching our movie.
Papa approach, Tom Jet 464 is 30 miles from Lores.
Unit 464, Palma approach, hello, radar contact, clear, Lotus 1 Papa arrival, expect ILS to approach runway 24 left, for the moment, continue descent, flight level 200.
Lores Papa 1, approach for 24 left, down to flight level 200, Tom Jet 464.
We're picking up the VOR. low power VOR. There's the island over there. Alright, it's time to go dark mode for me. So it's easier to see landing at night. So I'm just going on a lot of my screens here. Oh yeah, his system is something different. That's by, I don't know where it gets its data from, but something's happened because we went from like 900 something pilots to 300. And like everything in Central Europe, like France, Spain and everything just disappeared for me. So something's happened. But that's okay. You guys are still there. So good flight, fit the movie in, right on time.
Skyways 2465 after Papa Oscar Sierra, clear for ILS full approach runway 24 left.
Roger, after Papa Oscar Sierra, cleared ILS 24 left, Skyways 2465.
2464, continue descent for level 120.
Down to flight level 120, Tom Jet 464.
Oh. That's tomorrow? Maybe. Alright, so we're slowing up to 240. We're below, coming up to 10,000 feet. Oh, landing lights are on. Landing lights, yeah, got confused on my lights. So we'll turn off lights on. Taxi light can stay off. APU is off. Any collision light is on. Position of strobes are on. Logo light is
CH2618, Palma approach.
On. Let them know we are at 10,000 feet. Cabin pressure is pressurizing properly.
CH2618, Palma approach. Hello, radar contact. Clear Unix 2 Papa arrival. Expect ILS for approach runway 24 left. Descent fly level 70, expedite your descent, fly direct Baboon, Bravo Alpha Victor Uniform Mike.
Either in the back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
Direct Baboon, flight level 70, accelerating descent, expecting Lunix 2 Papa 27 left to jet 2618.
Jet 2618, yes, to confirm, expect ILS full approach 24 left.
So we're clear for the ILS. That means we can get down to our platform altitude for the intercept.
Say again, ILS Yankee Zulu.
ILS Zulu, please, for runway 24 left.
Expecting ILS Zulu runway 24 left to jet 2618.
Alright, we're passing over POS and we're heading in now for the capture. This is going to take us straight in on that course that we want to be going. Keep ascending. Take us through transitions.
If you want 7 Bravo Yankee, wind at 23, suit with you 5 knots, runway 24 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24 right, between left side runway.
So, POS, which is the Polensa VOR, is the last point on the arrival, so it's vectors after that.
Jet 2618, if you are not able to proceed direct Baboon, I could give you vectors, whatever you want.
But we are good.
Yeah, I'm unable to find Baboon to jet 2618. Can you maybe say again in letters? Yeah, no worries. I mean, if you
So
could...
through transition,
so if it's not
altimeters
possible for you
are
to proceed
set.
direct baboon, I
Everything
could
else
give you
is
back to...
looking good. So now, of course, your frequency are all set.
2618.
ILS identifier is identified. IPAL is good. Speeds are within limits. Speed brake is armed. Localizer and glide slope are showing. Approach mode is armed.
182 degrees in Sabecto. 182 degrees, 2Jet2618.
So speed intervention coming back to 220.
2464, continue descent, flight level 90.
Flaps 1.
Continue descent to flight level 90, Jet 464.
Can expect 75, welcome to Palma de Mallorca, continue taxi to stand 34 by south, link, gate, golf and Victor 2.
Well, flaps 5, speed checked.
Can you repeat those taxi instructions again from Channel 65?
Can expect 75, no problem, taxi to stand 34 by south, link, gate, golf and Victor 2.
Stand 34 by south, link golf, golf, this is Channel 65.
Right.
So it's 2618, turn left heading 20.
2,500 feet to go.
205 degrees, left heading 205 degrees. Left heading 205 degrees, 2Jet2618.
Just making our turn.
You see 17 Bravo Yankee, radar contact 1,500 feet, continue climbing flight level 140.
85.
Continue climbing flight level 140, easting 17 Bravo Yankee.
We are established on the localizer. Slight push wind out of the right. Speed's below 210, going flaps 10. Engine start mode.
Skywest 2465, wind at 230 degrees 05 knots, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 24 left, Skyways 2465. Right, so engine mode selectors are set.
2464, heading 150 degrees, finishing back to.
Heading 150, Jet 464.
2618, turn left heading 180
Go
degrees.
around altitude is set.
Left 182 degrees, 3Jet2618.
We are 13 miles.
This is 17 Bravo Yankee, flight direct Papa Tango Charlie BOR.
Speed down to 180.
You see 17 Bravo Yankee, fly direct Papa Tango Charlie.
Direct Papa Tango Charlie, you see 17 Bravo Yankee.
12 miles.
2464.
I'm seeing a Ryanair around us, but I don't see Nick on Vast
250 knots, Jet 464.
2464, just to confirm, 215 knots.
We were 250, do you want us 215?
No, negative. I just want to confirm your indicator speed now. It's 250 or 215? I didn't understand, sorry.
Yeah, it's 250, Jet 464.
2464, copy that. Yeah, speed 220 knots for the moment.
220 for Jet 464.
So we're going to hold 180 to 6 miles. At 8 miles, we'll put the gear down. come in over the island.
2464, continue descent flight level 70, and so yes, speed is yours.
And
That's 70 and speed is as subject 464.
kill that overhead
Here,
light.
you 618, you are really high, so you are gonna pass the localizer. For the moment, continue descent flight level 70. As I said, you will pass the localizer, and then I will revector you via the south to intercept the localizer.
Alright, we're through 8 miles. Gear down.
Tonyet 464, turn right, heading 175 degrees, continue descent, altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1017.
DAT 5000, heading 175, QNH 1017,
Gear down,
subject
3
464.
green, flaps 15.
If you want 7 Bravo Yankee, Unicorn 1278, have a nice flight, adios.
Right, still there from the main. 17 Bravo Yankee.
6 miles, speed coming back to VREF plus 5. That's 153.
Tier 2618, continue heading 180 degrees and continue descent altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1017.
Continue heading 180, altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1017, 2Jet 2618.
1,000 to go. Winds have died down to 9 knots, just off left of the nose. So we're coming in over a coastline, or no, not a coastline. Got lots of lights here. A little over the hills. Oh yeah, you can see the terrain around us. Making a little bit of buffeting as we come over the hills. So gear down 3 green, flaps are down, speed brakes armed, lights are on, cabin has been notified, cleared for landing, and no cautions. 500 feet. 5 control. Slightly high. There we go.
Approaching minimums.
We don't want to float it. It's not a long runway.
2 minimums.
Landing.
Unit 464, continue descent altitude 3,000 feet.
DAT 3000, subject 464.
20. 10.
Reverse green, auto brake on.
210 knots, 2Jet 2618.
Unit 464, turn right, heading 200 degrees, final vector clear for ILS to approach runway 24 left.
Right to 200, cleared for ILS 24 left.
Reverse is off, manual braking. Welcome to Palma.
Skyways 2465, welcome to Palma de Mallorca, taxi to stand 36 via South, Link, Gate Golf, and Victor 2.
You can now use your mobile devices.
Roger, taxi to gate 36 via South, Link, and Golf to the gate. For Skyways 2465.
We thank you for flying with us.
Alright, so let's flaps up, speed brakes off. The landing lights off.
2618 on right heading 325 degrees.
That on. APU will come on.
On right heading 325 degrees, recheck 2618.
And we'll leave the transponder on. But we're going to go here on south. Yes, I know I turned the auto throttles off. There's the airport.
Connect 875, for the future approach, thanks for flying, have a good night, bye.
We're going to taxi down here to Link, then Gulf, and
Taxi service tonight, Connect 875.
Cheers.
Alright.
2464, wind at 230 degrees, 05 knots, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 24 left, subjet 464.
I think Dark's parked in the same area we are. What gate did you get, Dark? It was 3 something. Turn our strobes off. I'll just forget that one. It's over here. That goes back down to that position. Slightly less fuel than we said. I think it said we should have 4.1. We're at 3.9. So 200 kilograms shy of where we should be. That is Link.
Three at 2618, descent 3000 feet.
There, I can see next lights.
2618.
A lot of ground equipment parked in there. And you can see the hill we came over. So this is Kilo. We want the next one here. This is the Link. So that's Juliet, and the next one should be Golf. You got 3-4, okay. So I'm 3-6, so he's leaving a space.
464, maintain speed 180 knots until mile 9er, and 160 knots until mile 4, please.
180 till 9, and 160 from 4, top jet 464.
Jet 2618, turn left heading 275 degrees, final vector. Clear for ILS, Sur approach runway 24 left. Good, ILS 24 left, turn left heading 265. 275, and airspeed is yours, Jet 2618.
So here is Gulf coming up, and we're going to follow. We're going to go to the right, and then it arcs in to the gates. And we'll be parking on the left side of Dark. There he is. And what? It's changed to an Allegiant livery by the looks of it. This is a third-party payware airport. That's why it looks so good. So next flight we do next Friday, we'll be departing out of here heading back somewhere in the UK. Not sure where yet. It's 42. That should be 38. Yep. And then we have 36 right here. So we'll turn off the taxi light.
Skyways 2465, focus change approach, thanks for flying here, have a nice night.
Alright, Roger, thank you very much, and thanks for the ATC. There's 36. Oop. See how do we park? Now we can go up a little bit further. Oh, and it's Jet 2 Holidays. Okay. Thought it was the Legion. Don't know why. Let's get her up a little bit further. There we go. So back into the cockpit we go. Brakes are on. Toss on the overhead lights. Alright, we got to get our ground support here, so we'll go in, we will get our chocks put in place, get our ground power connected. Ground power is available, ground power is connected, the APU can now actually go off.
Jet 2618 for these two minimum approach.
Yeah, I can't remember where, I've had this one for a while. Engine's off.
Reduce minimum approach speed to Jet 2618.
Anti-collision light can come off, logo light will come off. Fuel pumps will come off. Isolation valve will go to open. And the flight directors will come off. So as soon as the engines spool down, we can request our stairs, front and back. We'll get you ready to deplane. Here comes the stair trucks. Nick's on his way in. So as everyone's getting off, I'm going to say thank you very much. We'll wrap up the stream at this point here. And thanks for watching. Once again, tomorrow we complete the Pan Am World Tour. We'll be flying from San Francisco to Chicago. Information is all posted up on the Discord with all our routing and stuff. And the time we are starting. So I hope to see you on that one. It'll be 1300 Zulu. And we'll go from there. So, wishing you all a great weekend, and we will see you around. Bye for now.
Jet 2618, wind at 230 degrees, 05 knots, runway 24 left, clear to land. 24 left, clear to land, Jet 2618. Jet 464, welcome to Palma de Mallorca, taxi to stand 08 via south, link, gate Foxtrot and Lima.
Taxi to stand 8 via Sierra Golf, Foxtrot and Lima, Tom Jet 464.
Jet 464, yes, to confirm. To the 8 via south, link, Foxtrot and Lima.
Taxi to stand 8 by Sierra, link, Foxtrot and Lima, Tom Jet 464.